Yo, what is up, bros? Welcome to this YouTube video. This is 3 Bros and I am Bora. So today we are back with another Kerbal Space Program video where we are going to build a Moon Rover and send it all the way to the moon. You might be asking, why am I making a Moon Rover since it's not required by any contract and this is also a career file. So why would you want to waste so much money to do something that won't give you any money back? Well, I want to make this rover to just remember our friend Opportunity that just lost communication with NASA in like a couple months ago. So I just want to build this in the memory of Opportunity. Although this mission we're going to send it to the moon, but I think in the future we're also going to send one rover, maybe not the exact same design, but a similar design, and send it all the way to Duna, because this later you will see this rocket design is strong enough, or is powerful enough to be sent to Duna. And yeah, that's what we might gonna do in the future. And talking about this rover have two layers. The bottom layer contains all the science compartments except the science junior or the material bay, which is in the middle, and the data collector or the storage unit, the data storage unit, which is also in the middle of the whole rover. And also in the bottom layer is where all the battery are, and I think there's like 15 batteries. I'm not very sure. I forgot how many batteries there are. It's just pretty power. There's like a lot of batteries, like maybe a little bit unnecessary, but yeah, just more batteries better. And on the top layer, first of all, we can see the direct dish, the foldable direct dish, and also two pilot seats that will be occupied with some of my astronauts that's on the moon space station. Although you guys probably never seen it because I don't have footage of the actual space station, but I will show you guys in the future, not in this video, but in the future, where I'm going to transfer all the I'm going to transfer two crews from the space station and send it down to the rover and to collect some science or some data. And on the side of this rover, there's 4 twitch engines. It's small but very powerful engines that powers the whole rover. This is powerful enough that just solely the rover have 1,200 meters per second of delta V. That's a lot for a moon mission. Like, you can basically, if there's like 100 delta V's left when you get to the moon, you can basically launch back up, like get into the moon's orbit and land again with no effort. So yeah, you can just see how powerful this rocket is. And now we're just building the main rocket stage, where I have two Marshall or Minshall engines to be the first stage engine. It's a very powerful engine that can push 13,000 newtons of force for a 1,200 ton. 120 ton rocket is very light. This is a very good power to thrust ratio. And we also have a second stage engine. I forgot what the second stage engine is called. It's just a vacuum engine that can provide a lot of delta V's for us. So yeah, this rocket is very powerful. And now to the launching stage, where just want to mention something. You might see that there's some changes between the rocket I show you guys, that I'm building, and the rocket I'm launching right now, is because I lost the save file of the older one, so I ended up rebuilding a brand new rocket for this whole mission, and also a brand new rover, just saying. So there's also some changes with the rover, and the main changes of the rocket is just former fins and another stabilizer, the stabilizing ring on the top of the rocket to just add more stabilization. And yeah, you can see now our first stage is almost burned through, but we still have like 100 delta V's left. I just don't want to waste the fuel, so I'm only 49 meters per second left. So just don't want to waste the fuel and just want to like reuse it again, I guess. And yeah, you can see we achieved relatively a very high Kerbal orbit. Well, if you're going to build a space station like the one I have right now is called the Guardians, that's orbiting Kerbal. This is a very high orbit, but since we're going to do that altitude doesn't matter for us since we're going to achieve a higher altitude. And now we've already planned the maneuver nodes to the moon, and we just needs to do the actual burn and just prepare the moon encounter. Yeah, you can see this orbit on the moon is also pretty high, especially for a landing mission, because we don't need that much. We need more delta V's to slow ourselves down, especially to slow ourselves down when we're very close to the moon. Like, you don't need to spend that much fuel when you're just halfway to the moon, and then like you're already at the moon. This wasn't a very big problem for me right now. Oh yeah, this is also the space station. I forgot that I showed a footage of it. Yeah. So back to what I was talking. Since we have so much delta V left right now on this rover, I just didn't care to actually do an accurate maneuver node. I just wanted to be lazy for a bit. And oh yeah, you can also see that I'm not just solely just slowing down the rover to do a deorbit burn. I'm also changing the the direction of where the rover is gonna, the position of where the rover is gonna land, because I want to try out another mission where I'm being asked to rescue onboard crewman that has been strangled on the moon with a commander pod, with one-person commander pod that is out of fuel. And yeah, I just want to try out and see if that's how it's rescue him, because I have no idea how to rescue a Kerbal that has been stranded on the surface of a moon or a planet. Yeah, it's pretty. It was pretty confusing for me since it did not work out with the rover. The onboard just standing there. I might need to use the grabbing hook, but I don't know. Yeah, and now we finished the deorbit burn, and we just needs to wait for the actual for the rover to be close to the ground enough so we can do the slowing down burn. What do you call it? Like, do slow ourselves down, I guess. And right now we still have, well, it only shows 473 meters per second of delta V on the staging menu, but there's actually like 1,000 more delta V's left. It didn't show it right now is because I used two different probes, one for the rover and one for the actual launch of the rocket. I know the rover probe can be used to also launch rockets, but I think when I started building this whole rover, I made the probe upside down. So I needs to, like, if you want to launch straight up, you need to actually aim at retrograde instead of prograde. So that's a bit of effort. And our vacuum stage engine now is our vacuum stage is now empty, and it's no use for us anymore. I'm just trying to tweak like how is the rover probe gonna work for launching a rocket, or in this case slowing down a rover. And I'm just saving this game again to just make sure I don't mess up, in case I mess up and I still have a save file to redo the whole thing. And now the separation of the vacuum stage and the actual rover has been done. You can see I still have 1,300 meters per second of delta V. I did not realize I have that much at that time. So yeah, there's a lot of delta V's left on this whole rover. Right now we're just slowly waiting the whole rover to be to land on the surface of the moon. Also, I want to mention, although it's not required to build a rover, it is still pretty good to build a rover to launch it to at least Duna, because first of all, it's pretty hard to do at the beginning, of course. At the beginning of the whole game, it's pretty hard to do a Duna and back mission. So you can just send a rover down to Duna and collect a lot of science in different biomes, which is very hard to do with a rocket, since rocket only goes straight up and down, but a rover can travel on the surface of a planet, or in this case the moon. Right now we're just going to keep the whole rover to be under 10 meters per second of 10 meters per second of speed, and the touchdown. Okay, that was pretty late, but this touchdown was not the smoothiest, but the wheels can take it, so nothing is damaged, everything is pretty good. And here's the whole mission for this rover, the Opportunity 1. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Maybe in next video I'm gonna show you guys transferring the crews from the Moon space station down to this rover. Yep, hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment down below of what you want to see next, and leave a like. Thank you for watching.